Hello everyone, this is Hamsagar from J2J from IT department. So today our topic is buffer overflow attack. Buffer overflow attack is one of the most common and dangerous security vulnerabilities in computer systems. It occurs when a program writes more data into a buffer than it can hold. This extra data can override adjacent memory locations, leading to unexpected behavior, system crashes, or execution of malicious code. So, what is buffer? A buffer is a temporary memory location used to store data while it is being transferred or processed by the computer system. It acts as an intermediate storage area between different components such as the processor, memory, and input or output devices. Buffers helps in managing data efficiency by holding in until the is ready to use it. For example, when a user types data using the keyboard, the input is first stored in an input buffer before the program reads it. Similarly, when data is read from a file or received from a network, it is stored in a buffer before processing. In programming languages like C and C++, arrays are commonly used as buffers. What is buffer overflow? A buffer overflow happens when a program stores more data in buffer than its allocated size. Since every buffer has a fixed amount of memory, it can hold only a limited quantity of data. When this limit is exceeded, the extra data flows into nearby memory locations that are not meant to store it. As a result, important memory areas such as variables, functions, points, and returns addresses may get overwritten. This can change the normal behavior of the program and may cause errors, unexpected results, or system crashes. In serious cases, attackers can initially use buffer overflow to initiate malicious code to take control of the system. So the types of the buffer overflow attacks. First one is stack based attacks. A stack based buffer overflow occurs in a stack memory when it is used to store function calls, local behavior parameters, and return addresses. When a program writes more data into stack buffer, then it can hold the extra data overrides when nearby memory locations on the stack. Second one is heap-based overflow. A heap-based overflow occurs in a heap memory, which is used for dynamic memory allocation during the program execution. The heap store data that is the created use function has malloc and calloc and nu. So this is a small example of the buffer overflow in C languages. So how to prevent the buffer overflow with the prevention techniques? Prevent buffer overflow attacks. Programmers should use safe input functions that limit the amount of data entering into a buffer. For example, functions like fgets and scanf with the proper format specifiers should be used instead of unsafe functions like gets. And these safe functions help ensure the input does not exceed the buffer. Finally, programmers should prefer using modern languages like Java, Python, and C hash, which automatically manage memory and reduce the risk of the buffer overflow. Following secure coding practices, regularly testing software and updating systems are further improve overall security. So this is about the buffer overflow attacks. So thanks for listening. Have a nice day.